Video got slightly cut off, it's fine. But yeah, basically, if you keep going on the path, more of this stuff is just going to keep happening to you. Your standards are going to get higher. You're going to go through all these things. It is what it is. I'm basically just going to start over because that video cut off. But essentially, you have to really be ready for the consequences that come from this path. Because if you're not, it's just going to be like, you're just not going to last. And you want to last when you're on this spiritual path. It has to be consistent, because many people still, you guys think the gym is about lifting weights, the 6-pack abs, all the external stuff. The gym is a spiritual journey disguised as a physical one. What being in shape means, a lot of you can't even comprehend because the vibration is not high enough to sense it. If anyone's seen Bleach, the best example I always give is when Ichigo comes back from training, like in the Dangai world, with his dad, and his dad's on his shoulders. And he comes back, and you're just like, damn, Ichigo's fucking hella different now. You can literally sense it, quite literally, aura. You can literally sense that. He is different. And Aizen is so like mesmerized. He's like, oh, it looks like you discarded your spiritual powers for physical strength. No, he didn't even do that. It's just he's vibrating so much higher. Aizen can't even comprehend that he's just way stronger. You see, a lot of these things, some of the stuff I'm saying, other people are saying, your vibrations are not high enough to get it yet. It's very hard to explain, but there's multiple like levels of understanding. There's the actual words I'm saying, then the feeling, and then maybe like one more level. But like I can genuinely tell now when like someone understands, and it's not even like from the actions. It's just you just know. I intuitively like, yeah, they get it, and that's crazy because I was never able to do that before. But as you get more and more locked in, I guess the superpowers, as you call them, like these start to develop. It's really fascinating, honestly. But the whole journey has just been, it's been a lot. Still parts of it I'm trying to process, but now that I know the standard, I just have to keep moving forward. You keep moving forward on some Eren Yeager shit, regardless of what happens, because you have to put the mission first. The mission of self-mastery, getting your actual goals. And if anyone interferes with those, they have to go. The same way Eren, anyone interferes with that goal of killing the Titans, you gotta go. But that's the type of like obsession you need. If you interfere with my goal of getting shredded, I can't fuck with you. I can't be around you. And if that sounds crazy, it is what it is. But that goal is not even about the 6-pack of getting shredded. It's so much to gain from genuinely pursuing that habit, that lifestyle, that vibration, that it's worth doing, and it's definitely worth cutting people out. And you're gonna do it intuitively. You don't have to even think about it. It's gonna happen. Whether you want it to or not, people are just gonna like, I'm telling, in ways you don't even understand. People that you thought weren't locked in, they actually are locked in, and then vice versa. But the universe just starts to move everything around you as a consequence of your vibration. And that's something I'm still trying to like come to terms with now. But I know this is the correct path. Keep walking this path. Anyone that tells me otherwise, because that's the biggest thing too. Once you really get locked in, you know what the standard is. So when people tell you, oh no, what about this or that, or give them a chance, I'm like, no, like people don't inspire, don't motivate. I don't want to be like, they're probably out of shape. I don't want to be like these people, or they only seek pleasure, and you can tell, I don't want that. So I'm not gonna, what you say, I'm not, it'll be in one ear, out the other. The same way, if your doctor is hella overweight, you're not gonna listen to him. Now, if your doctor's in shape, and he can bench 405, you'll probably definitely listen to him. It is what it is. That's why your appearance is important. But the way you improve your appearance is by improving your vibration. You do the right things, eat the right foods, do all these things consistently and genuinely. And the universe is gonna have to manifest that, externally. And you looking really good with a crazy V-taper and all these things. Because for the longest, I just didn't understand. Why do people keep preaching this lean is lost shit? I didn't get it. But I was always curious. So I was like, let me keep working out. That's why you have to, regardless of how you're feeling, you got to keep going through these gym and health phases. Because eventually, it's like a milestone. You'll get like a new power, like Sage Mode or some shit. And then from there, like, oh, okay, like, yeah, they were actually right. Because you can see when you interact with them, you're like, damn, these people are Like they're actually, everyone talks about being like locked in. Like, no, these people are actually, that's what locked in means. Like you understand it, but you have to be exposed to that. That's the thing. You have to be exposed to that. For a lot of these words to make sense, I'm telling you, you have to go through it. But the only way you're gonna go through it, you have to vibrate high enough to manifest someone of that caliber. Either the YouTube algorithm is gonna bless you because you become curious, you'll meet someone, or the divine powers or alignment. Something will pull you into a way where you can start to see these things. But as long as I think you genuinely care and genuinely pursue, higher awareness, higher understanding, and you genuinely try, because a lot of people just don't want to try, or just your standards are so low, it's to the point where, oh, that's hard. Oh, I'm a little sore from the gym one time, so I don't want to go back. This stuff is not easy. That's why it's worth doing. That's the mindset you have to have. It's easy to go out with that girl, go out and smoke, do all those things. That stuff is easy. But what's difficult is to resist those things and do other difficult things. You want to focus on the difficult things. That's where the growth is. That's where you find out your purpose. That's when shit hits the fan, like, okay, we still got this because I'm locked in. That's how you build that confidence. That's why, if your confidence comes from external things, like how many people you sleep with, how much money is your bank account, you're always going to be cooked, because those things can be taken from you, that relationship, the money, but they can't strip the physique. They cannot strip the alignment. They can't strip that. That Buddha nature, that enlightened state, no one can take that. That's why it's so powerful. But no one knows about it. No one really does it. There's very few people are gonna get to that point. But that journaling, the reading, all that stuff, it's way more important. It's way more important than I even understand at this point. But I just know it's important enough where I'm like, damn, I gotta do this all the time. Like I just have to do it, because if I don't do it, I'm gonna be cooked, or I can't get to that next level. This is why your circle is so important. I'm telling you, if you have anyone that's consistently telling you, let's work out, you need to, the problem is we don't recognize how rare these people are. So if you let someone like that just it's something I will never do again, because there was one person who was even more locked in with the gym stuff. I'm like, damn, I regret not working out more, or hitting him up, because it's so rare. But I didn't know that at the time. I just assumed, oh, everyone's kind of like that. But you go through more stuff and you're like, damn, that nigga was actually locked in. So now that I know that, I'm like, yeah, if when, because it will occur, I manifest someone like that, male or female, I'm never letting them out my sight, because it's so rare you're gonna find people that are, genuinely locked in. If you know anyone that's consistently tracking their meals, hitting the protein goal, and works out 3 days a week, consistently, you better fucking hold that person down, man. You better call them right now, tell them you love them, because it's so rare. It's so much rare, and you guys know. And that's, Instagram is maybe YouTube too. All this stuff, it's brainwashed us. I can't tell you the last time I've seen someone with a 6-pack abs, in person. It's just rare. It's very rare. Even when you go to the beach and stuff, everyone's, 20, 30% body fat. It's an anomaly. Because most people, again, they eat for taste. So I always say, you can't eat for taste. You have to stop eating for taste. Eating for taste is the most, bitch, you honestly do. Especially if you're a dude, you like the crumble cookie that much, where you look down and you can't even see because your fucking stomach's so, come on, that's why it's the bar can't be that low. And that's why you get upset. You get upset with your old self, but just the standards of the world around you. So it motivates you to be better, but you're also damn, why is the bar so low? Shouldn't this be a standard? Shouldn't we all be doing this? So why do so few people do it? And it gives you this, I guess it's probably the test to me, because I haven't in so long, but you just get this energy and anger, but you can only really transmute that into the work, the gym, these things. You have to transmute it somehow, it's this energy. Because you are energy, so you got to find ways to transmute it, properly. Now you can do that through chasing women, which will always be an endless pursuit. There is no end. Or you can, because a lot of you see, here's the most important thing. A lot of you just you can't sit in silence with your thoughts. Because when you're forced to do that, you recognize damn, there's still a lot of work to do. And you subconsciously keep trying to avoid that. It's why you stay busy by seeking pleasure. Anyone that can generally sit in silence, I'm telling you, that makes you serenely powerful. I've seen it firsthand. People that cannot sit in silence and people that can. But when you can sit in silence, that's why you have to retain. Because when you retain, the way I always explain it is another Bleach analogy. If you haven't seen Bleach, I don't know what to tell you. But basically, when Ichigo's learning Bankai for the first time, right? They don't have a lot of time, right? Because Rukia is going to get executed in like 3 days or some shit. So they're like, okay, we need the Bankai now. So they need to manifest fucking Ichigo's Zanpakuto or whatever. So Urahara makes this like whatever, and he manifests the Zanpakuto spirit. The easiest way for you to get these like huge boosts in vibration, the way you want to really force, you could call it your shadow, some of your doubts, just raise your your vibration, is you have to resist pleasure, like in all, like resist, like basically dopamine detox, but you do it spiritually too. That means also with people. And then you start meditating, we start journaling more, we start working out more, we start doing all these things. When we start doing all these things, those negative thoughts, they're gonna creep up, but you're gonna be able to deal with them now. They're not just negative thoughts anymore. They're things you're able to deal with, able to correct, which makes it, a little more locked in. And you're able to move and operate the world in that way. Sorry, I don't know if anyone can hear the crying in the background, but yeah, it's really just about being the best version of yourself, which is why you have to really, follow the path, like continue to follow the path. So I made these videos. As I walk through it, I encourage you all to do the same. Continue to walk the path because it is worth it, but no, there's gonna be a lot of consequences to it, and you have to be ready. Because it's gonna be things you're never gonna expect. You just would not have expected to occur. But it's gonna happen. I promise you on everything, it's gonna happen. It's happened to me, it'll happen to you, it's happened to others. It's a current event. You cannot avoid it. That's why you gotta stay locked to the next one. Get it.